Happy Election Day, everyone! Back in your life, and it's a special edition tonight. Motorsports 360, we are not doing a discussion time. We're doing a debate. We've got our moderator who will be discussing the current issues in NASCAR today. A lot of fun. But anyway, it's episode number 16, November 8th. I hope you all voted. If you are 18, that's your parents' vote. But anyway, I voted, by the way. Here are the panelists for tonight's and only the king of comedy, Tristen.
Hi.
We've got Jamie McMurray, Kiewicz. We've got the king of predictions and our stats guy, Michael Kelly.
I don't know if it's me, but you're kind of breaking up, Marty.
Yeah, he is.
And then we've got our moderator for tonight's show. You usually see him in the chat on Motorsports 360, but he is our moderator for tonight. And his mic's muted. I don't know why. But anyway, let's get started right into it. We're first going to recap the Cup Series race at Texas. If I can just get this stupid thing to work.
There we go. The microphone's working A-okay. I didn't realize it got muted like last second.
Anyway, the race for the second race in the round of 8. However, though, we had to wait until 7 o'clock for rain. And boy, it was wild. Speeds were faster, track temperature dropped, and you get a lot of good racing at Texas back in 2015. But anyway, this race, Martin Truex Jr. and Carl Edwards. Truex and Edwards came into pit together at the same time because they want to try and become number one because rain's in the area, and their caution comes out, and Edwards' team, the fastest pit crew probably today in all of NASCAR. He just led throughout the rest of the race. And then Carl Edwards wins it. And how about contending with joining Jimmy Johnson in the Final Four, contending for the championship? If I get the let me get the top 10 results on here. So, anyway, Edwards won, Joey Logano second, Martin Truex Jr. third, Chase Elliott fourth, Kyle Busch fifth, Kevin Harvick sixth, Matt Kenseth seventh, Casey Kane eighth, Denny Hamlin ninth, Ryan Newman 10th. The other chasers, Jimmy Johnson 11th, Kurt Busch 20th. And Kurt Busch is probably going to be in a must-win situation for Phoenix, and that should be a good one. So, to my usual position on Motorsports 360, my bed, because my knees hurt like crazy. Let's go into the Xfinity Series race now. No, actually, what? Never mind. I'm not going to do that yet. I want to go over the chase grid right now. So, Johnson has already made it in. Edwards is second. And then Joey Logano and Kyle Busch have the tie for third. But then Matt Kenseth is just 1 point back in fifth. Denny Hamlin, 2 points back in sixth. Kevin Harvick, 18 points back in seventh. Keep in mind, Phoenix is one of his dominant tracks. And Kurt Busch is 34 points back in eighth. Probably going to be in a must-win situation. Now we'll go to the Xfinity Series race at Texas. Kyle Larson won that race, his second win of the season. Brad Keselowski finished second. Kevin Harvick third. Eric Jones fourth. Daniel Suarez fifth. Elliott Salas 6th, Austin Dillon 7th, Brennan Poole 8th, and Matt Tifft 9th, Justin Allgaier 10th. The other notable chasers we should mention, trying to find where the heck Blake Cook finished. He finished 14th. Bubba Wallace 11th. Ryan Reed 12th. Brendan Gaughan 15th. Any other chasers I forgot?
Brendan Gaughan.
I just mentioned him. But anyway, going into Phoenix, No one is safe going into this race.
So
Hang
pretty
on a
much,
second.
I'll. Do you want me to go through all this now or later?
I got
Like,
this, Brett, bud.
no, I can go to clinches.
Oh wait, you got the clinches?
Yeah, I think I got the clinch stuff.
All right, let me mention the points first. No one goes into Phoenix safe. Daniel Suarez, then Elliott Sadler, Eric Jones, Blake Cook are the top 4 right now. Cook is being all-guyer by 1 point in the cutoff. So this would be amazing if that 11 team could make the final 4. Ryan Reed 6th, Bubba Wallace 7th, and Brennan Gaughan's 8th. Tristan, you can go ahead with your clinch stuff.
This is crazy because Daniel Suarez has to finish 15th with no laps led and in a different
I didn't
winner.
know that.
15th and led with 1 lap. 16th with most laps led. Elliott Sadler has to finish 15th also. They have almost the same points at 15th with at least 1 lap. Eric Jones needs to finish 5th with no laps led to clinch. And Blake Cook needs to finish 2nd with a different driver winning. That's his only way of clinching.
Interesting.
Hey,
Very
mute
interesting.
Cody real quick because he's talking on the phone.
All right, yeah.
Oh
I
yeah,
got
I'm not
that.
talking to my phone.
Oh, whoops, sorry, Cody.
Oh.
You can unmute yourself.
Never mind.
Dang it, I didn't hear that. Dang it.
Ah, dang it! And the microphone just automatically muted on me again.
Sorry, that was my bad, Cody. I thought you were talking on the phone, but then something else happened.
Oh yeah. Someone else is talking on the phone apparently. So.
Okay, gotcha. It's like Dejan's mom. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Someone else talking on the phone there. Yeah.
All right, now let's move on to the Truck
someone else
Series race
talking.
at Texas. Johnny Sauter, Pat makes a 2 lap to go. I didn't even mute him. What the heck? He must have muted himself, I'm guessing. But anyway, he passes Matt Crafton with 2 laps remain to tally his 2nd straight win. Matt Crafton 2nd, Daniel Hemrick 3rd, Tyler Reddick 4th, Daniel Suarez 5th. Hang on a second, let me talk with my dad. I'm doing my show. Can I have my chocolate though, please?
Oh my god.
Okay, I think I just got that
Can I
situation
have it?
taken care of, guys.
Can I have it? Can I have it?
Papa Beast.
Thank you. Fried chocolate. Alrighty, moving on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Spencer Gallagher 6th, Austin Dillon. No. William Byron 6th, Spencer Gallagher 7th, Austin Dillon 8th, Cole Custer 9th, Kevin Haley 10th. How about Spencer Gallagher though? Like 88
his
laps
pit
for
crew
lost.
played him.
But yeah, lost the lead following a pit stop with just over 20 laps to go. 3 cautions for 12 laps, all by the caution clock. 7 lead
This
changes.
is one of those races where like at least the caution clock was there.
Tons of them are coming in. A lot of them.
Yeah.
They're putting out
Anyway, the
right
other
now.
notable chasers: Christopher Bell 11th, Ben Kennedy 13th, Timothy Peters 14th, and yeah, that's all I got on here. So for the points, before Tristan talks about the clinching situation,
I don't see any.
William Byron.
there.
You don't see any clinching here?
Nope.
You just see a no-holds barred situation?
Like I don't see any like clinching. Like I know there's like clinching scenarios, but I'm pretty sure Sauter's obviously in. But the thing is that William Byron is only 4 points from 4th and 5 points above 5th.
Oh wow. Yeah, no one is safe. Because
besides Johnny Sauter.
William Byron is at 30-52, Christopher Bell 30-51,
30-48, 30-47, and
then listen to this. Ben Kennedy and Timothy
13.
Peters. Yeah, 1 and 13. Kennedy probably gonna be in a must-win situation.
It's 13. Stuff falls into place for the 30.
But William Byron and Timothy Peters are gonna be an interesting situation. That is going to be a crazy battle.
Kennedy is
but anyway, yeah. All right, now that we've talked about all the races, I'm going to hand it over to Tristan Allen, who's going to talk about his top stories of the week. Tristan, take it away.
Well, right now it starts off with the Truck Series lately. Going here, the first one is that Myatt Snyder, his truck, a picture of it got released on it, which I will show here real quick. I will show my. This is the 22 for this weekend, driven by Mike Snyder, Marty Snyder's son. I'm gonna keep the camera with the 18 of Noah Gregston making his debut this weekend with not KBM but Waters Motorsports, even though that's a KBM logo right there. That's KBM, but it's not KBM, so logic. But yeah, he'll be racing the next 2 races. Then you scroll up, another in the finals team. Dylan Lupton will be filling in for his previous teammate, even though they never raced with each other, but they're on the same team. John West Townley. So now, scrolling up, Dominic Van Viergen will make her NASCAR Sprint Cup Series, NASCAR Camping World Truck Series debut. She ran in the NASCAR Can-Am Pro Series East division. She has the record. She's the first female driver to win an Outlaw Super Late Model Championship in the United States, and still holds the record at Winchester Speedway for the most laps led by a female competitor. She's carrying momentum from the end of her rookie season in the Can-Am Pro Series East. She will make her NASCAR Camping World Truck Series debut with the number 02 team for Young's Motorsports for the Lucas Oil 150. Then to the Xfinity Series, a few things. Harvick and Brennan Gaughan's car are too low after the Xfinity race, which that's the same thing which John Hunter Nemechek got penalized for in the chase. So Brennan Gaughan, it says the 88, but that's an all-star car, so not really much points there. But they are facing a P2 penalty, which John Hunter Nemechek was docked 10 points in the Truck Series race for a similar infraction. Discount Tire renews its sponsorship for the Penske Xfinity racing team and to continue being an associate sponsor on the on the 2 and the 22 for the Cup Series. But for the new thing, the company will join Team Penske's Verizon IndyCar Series program as an associate sponsor for the first time. Alex Labe, he's Canadian. He will make his Xfinity Series debut this weekend, driving the number 90. He's driving for Go Fast Racing in the Pinty's Series, which somehow he finished 7th in the championships and not dead last. So that's surprising. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. will be in the number 60 at Phoenix, sponsored by Sunny D. That's the fourth time that car has been driven this season. And for the trucks and for the Cup Series, the Offspring is in concert for Phoenix. Really like that band, so yeah. But an update on the most let's go keep going down. Dale Jarrett says he struggles with memory loss because in 3 weeks he'll be 60. He says, I do struggle with memory loss with things in my brain. Probably came from some of those concussions. That's what I've been told. So that brings up more concussion talk. Paul Menard's crew member OK, the tire specialist Mason Jennings, was unharmed and only had ringing in his ears after a tire appeared to explode during his first pit stop. It says the incident was a fluke, a result of the tire's inner lining slipping completely off the wheel. Logano faces fine for unsecured lug nut for having 19 out of 20, but no points. Update on the most popular driver voting. The top 10 drivers in alphabetical order have been released. In alphabetical order, it is Kyle Busch, Dale Earnhardt Jr., of course, even though he's not even racing, Carl Edwards, Chase Elliott, Jimmy Johnson, Casey Kane, Matt Kenseth, Danica Patrick, Tony Stewart, and Martin Truex Jr. are the 10 who are there, but not in any specific order. NASCAR defends its decision to end the Texas race early because they said on Radioactive, Brett Bodine said that it would probably take around 2 hours or more to drive the track after that. NASCAR continues to examine issues from Texas, which is a mild concussion, and for Matt DiBenedetto, and the tire explosion for the 2017. On Semiconductor joins the number 95 Circle Sport Levine Family Racing Team at Phoenix for another new car car for that team. I'm going to get my mic here real quick. Here we go. Let me not mic this. The 95 looks like this weekend.
Oh, that's cool.
Associate sponsors from Malware Bytes and all that. And the best news of the week so far, Matt DiBenedetto is cleared to race this weekend at Phoenix after having to sit out this Sunday night for concussion-like symptom.
All right, is that it?
That's it for the series.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the moment we've all been waiting for. It is time for the debate. I'm gonna hand it off to Cody Smart, who will take everything away.
Okay.
Thank you, Marty. Alrighty, guys. So we already know our 4 candidates. We got Marty, Johnson, Tristen, Mike Wazowski, and Nathan. I'm sorry, I do not know your last name. One of these
Michael
4.
Kelly.
All right, but anyway, one of these 4 candidates will be the NASCAR president of the Motorsports 360 branch. I'll be discussing the rules real quickly, and all these guys have agreed to this. So here we go. Tristan, I've already great, and we already have a Donald Trump here. Okay, first what we got here. Oh, this is gonna be a fun night. Okay, so the first rule I got here is because this debate is quite short, also known as 20-25 minutes, each question will be 5 minutes each. Each candidate will have 30 seconds each to answer the question, and any time left will be the time for anyone to debate about anyone's answers, pretty much. Another rule I got here is that you do have the right to protest against anyone's answer to an extent. I don't want anyone yelling at each other, but you do have the right to pretty much like interrupt-ish and argue everyone else's statements. And last but not least, for the last 5 minutes of the debate, either we get to all the questions or not, which most likely we will not be going to 5 questions. We will have closing statements from all candidates. Each candidate will have 1 minute each. Alrighty, guys. So if you've heard all the rules, let's get started. The first topic I'll be mentioning here will be participation regulation. Now, recently, NASCAR has established a new rule saying that any Cup driver who is in the series for more than 5 years are allowed to race up to whatever races we already got. Is this a great rule change, or do you believe there are some flaws? Marty, I'm going to start off with you. You got 30 seconds starting now.
All right, cool. Well, thank you, Cody, and thank you to the rest of the panelists, and thank you to the audience for being here. I do like NASCAR's more than 5 years experience, i.e. Kyle Busch. You can only race for up to 10x World Truck Series races. None of them can be the chase. However, though, there was a simpler way to make the racing more exciting, and that's just to ban the Xfinity Series drivers. I'm always
ban the Xfinity drivers.
An advocate for get all the Cup drivers out of the Xfinity Series and the Campy World Truck Series. You see it most of the time in the Campy World Truck Series.
Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to cut it right here. I'll have Mike go up next. You got 30 seconds starting now.
Well, I want to thank everyone for being here, and I want to thank Cody for being the moderator for tonight's debate. We're taking a step in the right direction with the regulation system. Do I think that we should completely ban Sprint Cup drivers from the Xfinity Series and the Campy World Truck Series? Not yet. I don't think it's gotten that bad. Certainly, it was a huge issue, but this is a step in the right direction.
All right, if you're done, I'll be moving right on to Nathan. Nathan, you got 30 seconds starting now.
Okay, so again, thank you for Cody for coming out, and thank you to everyone who's watching. I'm just going to say something I have written down here is that the Cup veterans who are going to be limited to 10 races have only won 56% of the races over the last 2 years, which is about half. And the rookies, or I'm calling them rookies, but the guys who have 5 years or less of experience have only won 11 races in the last 2 years, which is 17%. So I think this is a great rule change. I think it's perfect to get the big guys less in the series and keep some guys.
Unfortunately, I'm going to have to cut you there. Tristan, you'll be our last one. Your 30 seconds will start now.
Well, all I gotta say is that it does not matter if you need to span them completely, or else it'll be like 10 races for Kyle Busch, 10 races for Kenseth, 10 races for Eric Jones. Just round them off, and then boom, the whole entire still have an all-star car. It needs to be 0 races for all of them. It's a step in the right direction. Marty said the wrong thing, saying they should ban all Xfinity drivers from the Xfinity series, which makes no sense. And I'm done here.
Alrighty then. Now the
You
rest
know
of
what
the
I
time
meant,
can
though,
be
buddy.
used for debate. All right, the debate starts now.
All right, now, first off, let me mention this, Tristan. I didn't mean saying Xfinity in Xfinity. I meant Cup in Xfinity, bro.
Ban the
But
Xfinity from Xfinity.
anyway, let me mention this. In my opinion, I actually do believe that the Camping World Truck Series is getting a lot, is better than. You don't see that many signal pirates, as we call them these days, in the Truck Series. While you only see Kyle Busch run very little races, you see, Daniel Suarez run very little races, or Kyle Larson, for example, when he drives a 24. But the Xfinity Series just needs to stop. We get less and less people coming to the races. I mean, it used to be cool because the Cup drivers in the Xfinity Series were actually battling for points. But now, Jeff, just get extra practice time as an advantage. That just doesn't seem fair. Just Cup drivers, just race your own practice. Just practice during your practice sessions. Don't practice during the qualifying or the race or in anything in the Xfinity Series.
All right, I was gonna respond to you guys about the banning all of them. I think the 10 races is fine because when you look at all the main Cup guys, we kind of complain about a lot because they win a lot in the Xfinity Series. I have all of them a average number of races they win per 10 races because 10 is how many they're gonna be able to run. So Kyle Busch wins about 4.8 for every 10 he runs, and everyone else is 2 or less. So it's like Logano is 2, Hamlin is 2, Dillon is 2.2, Harvick is 1.1, Keselowski is 0.7, Larson is 1 exactly. So according to their averages, they should only be winning about 1 or 2 races out of the 10 that they run, and we'll see less guys and a different variation of guys competing in the Xfinity Series next year.
The only problem I have with it is the 5-year rule. I think that should apply for all Cup drivers, not just Kyle Busch and Keselowski.
Yeah, I gotta agree with Michael because then you're gonna see Kyle Larson and Austin Dillon racing, and then they're just gonna be the dominant drivers that just get the most wins, or actually, you know what? I should say actually Austin and Ty Dillon because we don't know if Ty Dillon's going to Germain Racing or
Where he's going.
Circle Sport Living CSLFR. Yeah, because he's gonna get a Cup ride because Daniel Hemrick has to have a ride, which means the Dillon brothers are probably gonna share one ride together.
Okay, I can say one thing. The Cup drivers need to get completely eliminated. They need to build a wall from the different series.
Oh my gosh.
They
No.
need to build the wall between the Cup series and the
Do you know how
series.
much that wall would cost?
And to be honest, I don't really care.
Yeah,
If,
how much would that wall cost?
Yes, it costs exactly a small loan of
Is it ready,
it costs a small
ready
loan of $1
to-
million.
Tristan? All right, we're ready to move on to the next topic, and that will be the inspection system. One of the most common issues we're going through right now is lug nuts. Recently, Joey Logano was fined $10,000 for missing one lug nut out of 20. And Elliott Sadler got the same
Nothing.
infraction with no word on any penalties. Should there be a new system for tire infractions or keep the one as we got? This time, I am going to start off with Tristan. You have 30 seconds starting now.
I think it's terrible right now. Honestly, I think they should go back to the teams just officiating themselves. If they want to risk only putting on 3, that's their own fault if they wreck the car. Just don't do this because or at least stay consistent with the penalties. Don't give one penalty to one team and nothing to another.
Is that on the topic, Tristan? In that case, Tristan, Nathan, you're up next. Your 30 seconds start now.
So with the lug nut thing, I think that they should keep all teams to having to have all 20 on there, but keep the penalties consistent because even not just with that, but with everything, NASCAR is so inconsistent with the penalties they give out. They need to set one standard set of rules and keep them for everyone. It applies to everyone no matter what the situation is.
Alrighty, I guess we're sort of all set here. Mike, you are up next. Your 30 seconds start now.
Regarding the rules on the lug nut, let the drivers and the crews police themselves. Let them decide how many lug nuts go on the cars, or on the wheels of the cars. If you don't get all of them tied on there, if you don't put all of them on, you wreck the car, that's on you. Don't complain about it. And to the point about drivers not getting penalized for lug nuts being missing from their car, if NASCAR is going to enforce that kind of rule, they need to be more consistent with those calls. With me as your president, you will get more consistent calls every single race, every single weekend. More consistent calls.
Mike, unfortunately, we're going to have to end it there. Marty, you'll be next up. Your 30 seconds start now.
Well, okay, well, when it comes to missing lug nuts, I always keep thinking, would tires fall off in the middle of the races, kind of like Kurt Busch in 2004 at Homestead? They haven't, so I'd say just put on however many lug nuts you want, and if you wreck the car, like Mike said, you wreck the car. Now, if you keep losing a bunch of different wheels, I think, NASCAR should take into consideration, maybe put all 20 lug nuts on the car, and then if you keep missing wheels and then you keep missing lug nuts, I think you should just get a fine for it. No race suspensions, no probations, just a fine.
Well, unfortunately, Marty, we're going to have to end it here. Now
say
is a
one
good
thing real
time
quick,
for
just
our...
I have a rebuttal for that.
About the stream.
Okay,
Say something.
okay, we're going to have to save that till the debate, which the debate starts right now.
Wait, can I say something about the stream first?
Sure.
No one's been able to hear me the whole time. I've not gone through to the stream. I've only gone through to here. No,
That's weird.
Turned the audio. I'm not showing on the stream.
That is weird. I don't know why.
Yeah. That is not good, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Alrighty
I'm gonna
then.
go leave and join back, so I'll be back.
All right, go ahead.
Alrighty then. And Tristen left the call. Okay, he's gonna have a major disadvantage on this one. The debate starts now.
Ow.
Okay, so, crap, I can't remember what Marty was saying. I think you were saying that, if they keep having mistakes and wheels keep falling off, then NASCAR should do something about that one specific team. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
That's inconsistent and that's unfair to the other teams, because that puts the other teams at a disadvantage eventually if you're a smaller, underfunded team. Because the bigger teams, that may happen to them. Like, it may only happen once or twice to them, but NASCAR doesn't do anything about it. But if it happens to a smaller team, like the 95 team or the 13 team or whatever, then, they're on a tight budget. They can't afford $10,000,
that's a good
$20,000 penalties.
Yeah, that is a good point.
And the thing you guys were saying about they should, it's their own responsibility, and if they wreck the car, it's their fault. That is true, but if they wreck someone else about something like a tire issue that could have been avoided, that kind of sucks for whoever else gets involved. If that were to happen,
that
would be a downside of that.
That's a part of racing, though. It's the other person's fault for not putting the lug nuts on the car and the wheel falling off. That other driver just happened to be at the wrong place at the wrong time. It's the same thing with pack racing. One mistake screws everyone over.
But that can't be avoided. The tire issue could be avoided. But with the rule they have now.
No, it can be avoided. Everyone can just hold the wheel straight and floor it and not run into each other.
True.
Yeah, I think they should have some at least a consistent penalty if they're gonna continue with this system. So, or if not, just it's fine what they're doing now, just keeping them all this, but make a consistent penalty system. People
If I can mention something, sorry to interrupt, Tristen, because the second segment was supposed to be our inspections and the tires. We haven't even talked about what happens if you win a race and you get caught failing an inspection. Junior back in Chicagoland, Darlington, I don't know where else, and he failed post-race inspection. Now, 1/1000th of a second, I think that's pretty messed up. That's so unfair because the new rule of the chase. If you fail laser tech, you might not be. You'll probably get your win stripped. That's so unfair. What I think NASCAR should do? If you fail laser tech inspection and you win the race, you're not getting that chase berth. I'm sorry, but that's how I think that should happen, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Well, if you're not within the standards, then why should you deserve the win?
Exactly.
Yeah, just be
Why
stripped
does
of it.
Marty Sizikala deserve to win?
All right, if my microphone is working, we're going to be moving on to the third and more than likely last topic before the concluding speeches. I'm going to be moving on to a question from the NASCAR chase systems.
Oh
Now,
no.
I'm going to move on to like part two because I think this one's going to be pretty interesting. And to be honest, people, this is my opinion on things, and I'm pretty sure it's a whole bunch of other people's too. That in the Camping World Truck Series, there's actually more All-Stars than chase bots. Next season, it might be the case in the Xfinity Series with Stuart Haas Racing and Team Penske joining into the championship fight. Should this be concerning to the chase system, and if so, how could you fix the situation? I'm going to be bouncing things back to Marty. Marty, you have 30 seconds starting now.
Oh crap! Gosh darn it, Cody. That's a good question.
You just wasted 5 seconds.
Wait, I'm confused.
Yeah, yeah. Can we restate that
you
question,
elaborate
please?
on that question? Can you use some of the words in the sentence?
Okay. I can restate the question, guys. All right. According to the description that I just stated, should this be concerning to the chase system? And if so, how could you fix the situation?
Okay, I
Right,
know
I'm
you're
gonna-
trying to say now. Okay, so Team Penske's entering with that Roush Yates power that they use for the Cup Series, and the Roush Yates power is actually good. I actually know a friend who works at Roush Yates Engines, and they're pretty powerful. Penske's done really good the past few years in the Xfinity Series, but despite the fact they don't have a win, I think this second car team, which could be fielded by Tyler Reddick, that could be very interesting. And same for Stuart Haas. They're going to go from Hendrick power, which you don't see really that dominant in the Xfinity Series, to the Roush Yates power, which is, could be dominant from time to
Unfortunately, I'm
time.
gonna have to end you there, Marty. Sorry, but it's
alright.
been over 30 seconds. All right, Mike, you'll be next. Your 30 seconds start now.
Okay, well, I'm really confused because I don't know what you're trying. So, okay, I don't even know. What? Can you just repeat the question again? I'm really confused.
I'm sorry. Apparently, how I worded this is not working.
So, are you
All
saying
right.
how is
Now, according to like the whole chase system is according to the opinion that there might be more all-stars than chase bots. According to that statement alone, should it concern the chase system? Should it be concerned about it? And if you are concerned, how could you fix the situation so it wouldn't be as concerning?
no,
Does that
I
help?
don't think a statement should concern people.
Can we move on to like the next part? Because that sounds really confusing.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay, never mind. Okay.
Give me
I'll
bonus
just
points for
move on
trying
to
to.
Engines. We kind of went from engines and teams to like a statement. I'm really confused.
Okay, sorry guys, let's just scratch that because apparently we're getting way too confused. All right, I'm just gonna forget about the NASCAR chase system. Luckily, I have more questions in the bag. I'll just move on to field size. That'll be our topic. It'll be our last topic before the concluding speeches. That'll be field size. This year, NASCAR made a decision to decrease the field from 43 cars to 40. One of the biggest effects is that some poor teams collapsed. Should we or should we not make the Sprint Cup and Xfinity field back to 43 cars? I'm going to try again, and Marty, you'll be going first. 30 seconds start now.
Though, because the 40 team that used to be driven by Landon Castle, they were a pretty good team. At Talladega in 2014, they had a top 5 finish, and when we had the new charter system established, they didn't get a charter, and then they didn't get a spot in the Daytona 500. I'd say Rob Kaufman, because you're the guy who came up with the charter system, get out of our sport. The charter system is stupid. You've ruined teams from Michael Waltrip Racing to the sport. Get out of the sport. I think we need to get back to just how we do it usually. Just do top 35 in points, and then.
Unfortunately, Marty, 30 seconds is up.
Can I say one thing about
that? Sure, Tristan. By the way, I may as well just go to you. Your 30 seconds start now.
If you're gonna kick Kaufman out of the sport, that's gonna take out a big chunk of Ganassi because since he's now with the 1 and the 42 team, and how would that make Nathan feel if the 1 team got taken out because Rob Kaufman leaves? Think about other people, Marty.
Rob Coffin ruined Michael Waltrip Racing.
Whoa, 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 whoa! It's supposed to be individuals, people's opinions first, not a huge debate. All right.
Well,
Trish,
we've already
Clark
skewed
gonna
off of
end
that.
up
Let's
trying-
keep going.
I don't even know what you asked. I don't even know what you asked. So I was
Oh,
just saying that to
jeez.
Marty first. So what did you ask in the first place?
I was asking, and now I'm gonna have to go back to my notes just to see what I asked, and we already wasted like 5 minutes. I don't know, guys. Do you want to just go in like the concluding speeches? Because the
No,
third
No,
question
you
just
have
went to
another
the
question about
trash.
Let's
Toyota,
finish this
right?
question. Let's
Yeah,
finish,
Okay, yeah, we might as well.
let's finish
Toyota.
the question. We got time.
Okay, so should we or should we not make the Sprint Cup and Xfinity Series fields back to 43 cars instead of 40? Okay, so we already had Marty's opinion. Tristan, you'll have 30 seconds. We'll have a take 2 on this starting now.
Yes, I think they should because that puts more cars, there's more chances to get in. And at that, I think they should add 36 trucks back to the truck series. But I don't know why they took it down to 32. You are consistently having 38 trucks enter, and the Xfinity you're constantly having 44. And in the Cup series, you'll actually have more teams actually want to try to attempt races if you actually have more than 40 spots in this stupid charter system. Just kick that thing up NASCAR. Just bye, leave, go away.
Alrighty then. Mike, you'll be up next. Your 30 seconds start now.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate about what happened with minimizing the field from 43 to 40 with the smaller teams going out of business, not being able to qualify for races, getting the money that they need to stay open. I absolutely believe that we need to go back to 43, bring these smaller teams back into the sport, make the field a little bit more competitive. Give younger guys that need experience a chance to drive for these smaller teams and bring success to these smaller teams,
Alrighty then. So I'll be moving on to Nathan. Nathan, your 30 seconds start now.
I don't see as big of a problem with the 40 and 43 thing because some of the teams who got eliminated, like Marty said, the 40 was a pretty decent team, but like these teams are kind of just like starting park teams. They've run out to the top 35, and especially in the Cup Series, like they're not competitive teams on a week-to-week basis. Like I don't see how a 3-car change would be that much of a difference aside from these teams that don't just there to make a little bit of money.
Alrighty, guys. Now it's time for a full course discussion. Unfortunately, due to the short amount of time left, I'm probably going to make this like a 1-minute dash, which I'll start that now.
All right. Let me mention this as well with the charter system because we've all been saying get rid of the charter system. The charter system is also allowed car part-time team like we saw with Chase Elliott last year in the Cup Series. I think, and you can only see it in the Xfinity and Truck Series. I think if you give it
the
the
trucks should go back to 36.
excuse me. All right, moving on. I think that we need that fifth part-time because it would help Eric Jones out. It would help Daniel Suarez out. It could help out Justin Allgaier or maybe even William Byron. It could help out those development drivers have their chance at Cup Series for just a few races.
Let's make an unlimited amount of cars teams can run, or let's make 6 again and see what Roush does with 6 more cars again. they screwed it up with Todd Cleaver. What can they do now?
When we really think about it, when is the charter system coming to play? Plate tracks? I mean, that's pretty much it. Once planned, 2 out of the 36 races of the year, 2 or 3 of them.
And you could kind of put short tracks in there because you don't have a lot of arrows stuff in short tracks. Matt DiBenedetto got 6, and Landon Castle led laps at Bristol.
I think I'm a little. I don't mind the charter system. I think it's done well for the sport.
Truck series is fine.
And time. Alrighty, guys. We're going to be moving on to the concluding speeches. All you will have 60 seconds.
Cody.
each.
Let me say something. Cody, let me say something real quick. I am posting a straw poll in the chat right now so you can go vote for who won the debate.
I'm voting myself.
All right, Cody, you can go ahead.
Alrighty, it's time for the concluding speeches. All you guys will have 60 seconds each to conclude, like why you should be NASCAR president and etc. All right. Since I had Marty go first last time, I'm gonna randomize something, and I'm gonna have Mike go first this time. Mike, you'll have 60 seconds starting now.
The chase system, it's a mess. We're losing viewership. We're losing audience on TV. We're losing audience at the racetrack. Yeah, I can't really think of anything for some reason. NASCAR's inconsistent with their calls that they make every single weekend. Mike Helton and Brian France are ruining the sport. They have no idea what they're doing. Put me in as president. I will make NASCAR fun again. I will make NASCAR fair again. I will make NASCAR more fan-friendly again, and I will make NASCAR great again.
Dang it, Michael. You stole my closing argument.
All right, that's pretty good. You actually did it in a little bit over half the time. All right,
I-
Tristen, I'll be going to you next. So,
I only
Tristen,
need half
your
the time.
60 seconds start now.
Okay, what would I do as president of NASCAR? I will build the wall on foreign manufacturers. No more Toyota. No foreign manufacturers. Only American manufacturers in NASCAR. Dodge, Chevy, Toyota, Ford. Heck, throw GMC in the trucks if they want to. I don't care. It's American. Just build the wall against foreign manufacturers. And then get rid of the charter system. 43 cars for trucks, and for Cup and Xfinity. 36 again for trucks. They have plenty of trucks, young talent going in there. And one last thing, change the chase system. That is all.
Alrighty, thanks, Tristen. I'll be going to Nathan next. Nathan, your 60 seconds start now.
All right, so some things that stay the same. I would say I like the charter system. Leave that in place. The foreign manufacturers, I think that's fine. They're I know they're not from America, but I think that we need to progress away from having just American manufacturers in the sport, American drivers in the sport. The chase system, I think, needs to change. Looking back, I think the system we had from 04 to 13, like the 10 race thing, even though Johnson won a lot of those, that was a good system. If you look at the last 2 years, Joey Logano would have won the championship both years, but it would have been within 10 points going into Homestead both times. With Logano Edwards last year, Logano Harvick in 2014. Like, it's not as boring as people might think it would be. I would say go back to that system, and NASCAR needs to be more consistent with their calls and their penalties. That is all.
All right, thank you. So last but not least, we got...
What?
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Marty, you'll be up next.
Where did that come from?
All right, audience, we need to be quiet. We need this for you and for the NASCAR community. All right, Marty, your closing speech.
I'm
You have
sorry,
60
Cody.
seconds.
I had to. It was too good. It was too good.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's okay. Okay, Marty. All right, we need some entertainment in this debate anyway. Marty, your 60 seconds for your closing speech will start now.
Brian France, Mike Helton, David Hoots, Steve O'Donnell, Scott Miller. You've seen their inconsistency in their leadership. You've seen the final lap NASCAR YouTube videos on inconsistent choices they make. You see more dislikes than likes. I will turn those dislikes into likes for you. How will I do it? I will get rid of Toyotas in the sport. NASCAR is an American sport, or North American sport, I should say, because we go to Canada and Mexico. And I will make it more American, get back to where it started. I will also put Eldora into the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series schedule. It is amazing in the Truck Series. We need dirt racing in the Cup Series. Also, keep the chase. NASCAR fans, if you don't like underdogs in the round of 8, why do you like Blake Cook in the top 4 in points? If you make me president, I will make it fun again. I will make it American again. And great again.
You copied me. You know what that deserves?
Oh, the entertainment. Alrighty, guys, that is it for the debate for the NASCAR president for the Motorsports 360 branch. I'm Cody Smart, and I'll still be hanging out here for the rest of the Motorsports 360. Thanks for watching. Be sure you vote
And
in
the final
description.
results.
I dominated.
I'm calling it right now. Michael wins with 12 votes.
Little over 12 votes. Wow,
Nathan has
congrats. I didn't
nothing.
know that many people were
Nathan
watching.
has nothing. Nathan
Who
has
who
zero.
voted on this?
Nathan has 0. Rest in peace, Nathan.
Alrighty. So anyway, now we're going. That was fun, guys. That was a lot of fun. I gotta say, that was fun. Nathan, rest in peace, Nathan. All right, so now we're going to get to our predictions for this weekend's races. The first, he's back. All right.
Entry.
All right.
Holy crap! How did I get 12 votes?
All right. The
Who
first
voted
race
on
was.
this?
That's what
All right,
I was about to say. I was about to check to
voted?
see how many people were
I
actually
have 13
watching, and right
votes.
now I think there's
13
only
votes.
3.
We got 2. So anyway, let's get started with the Truck Series race at Phoenix at Friday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on FS1. Tristen, we'll go over the entry list for you.
Okay, so Dominic Van Viergen, since you guys don't know about that, since apparently I wasn't going through before, it's her first ever start, attempting her first start. Austin Cindric back in the 2, Dylan Lupton in the 05, Matt Mills in the 07, Tommy Regan in the 10, Stuart Friesen in the 16, Noah Gragson in his first 2 races of the season in the 18, Myatt Snyder in the 22, Bryce Napier in the 49, 63 is TBA, 66 is Austin Self in his same sponsor, so that's going to look weird on that. Then we have Kevin Donahue in the 71, and Marty's boy, the Dodge driver, Mike Harmon.
All right. So anyway, for the predictions, I want you to predict who you have going out, which 2 you have going out, which will give us your final 4,
I got
and
this.
give us your win. So I'm gonna go first. So anyway, okay. So you guys all, I'm gonna tell you who I think will be eliminated. So last year was the debut of William Byron, the 17-year-old we did not hear about. All we heard that he was a K&N Pro E-Series champion. He wrecked under the first caution, and short tracks are not his best skill. I have a feeling William Byron is going to go out, and I will have him going out in this race as an upset.
You could say going out with a bang, perhaps.
All right, now as I load up the point standings here, with William Byron out, who could I see good at Phoenix? Well, Matt Crafton's good on the short tracks, as well as Christopher Bell. You've seen Bell do really good the past 2 races. I'm going to go with Christopher Bell winning. And now that brings me down to who do I have making it in the chase. So Sauter, Bell. I'm going to have Matt Crafton making it because he's good at. I'm going to put Timothy Peters in as well. He's pretty good at the short tracks as well. You saw him at Martinsville. So Ben Kennedy, William Byron will go out.
I got this.
We'll go to Tristen.
Okay, so I'm going to start off with this. Okay, so we have the normal thing. Who do I think will get eliminated? Well, I'm going to say who I'm going to think will win first. First driver will be a GMS truck, but it will not be one of the numbers that I'm showing yet in this 3-race win streak. It will be the rookie for that team. The number 33 of Ben Kennedy will get it done and pull an upset win. He won at Bristol. He will continue his short track momentum. He will win here. That'll knock Peters down and Crafton down. But as Marty said, Byron, he's wrecked before. Bell has never been here. I see the 9 of William Byron and the 17 of Timothy Peters getting eliminated. So the final 4 will be Sauter, Kennedy, Bell, and Crafton.
Well, hey, Tristen, good minds think alike when we come to William Byron.
Yeah, I saw him wreck on lap was it 12 or something?
He was one of the beaters that wrecked. He pretty much wrecked with Rico Abreu, and he was pretty much done afterward.
And Rico Abreu was also racing.
Yeah.
Imagine if they wrecked again
Alrighty.
going down the back stretch. It's like, huh.
It's
It's
All right,
like
Nathan,
you see,
what do you
it's
got?
like then you see the 4 and the 88 wreck each other battling for the lead. It's like, oh my god, it's like last year all over again.
All right, Nathan, what do you got?
Marty, you copied mine exactly. I said I think Bell's gonna win the race. He's been the best in the short tracks all year.
Oh, Kennedy.
And then Byron, I think is gonna get knocked out along with Kennedy, and Timothy Peters is gonna pull a Ryan Newman on the last lap and take someone out to get in and knock out Byron.
Well, we've
Hey,
seen
Tristen,
him.
I should mention, Tristen, that Ben Kennedy did get spun at Martinsville.
By a stupid kid known as Ben Rhodes.
All right, let's go to Cody. Let's see what he's got.
All right, guys. So we already know we got Johnny Sada moving on to the championship, so we could just ignore him right now.
Okay, I think Johnny Sauter will get eliminated here. I don't know. What anyone else?
Right now, I'm thinking about his teammate because Ben Kennedy is pretty much in a must-win scenario. He has to win Phoenix, and between talent and experience, Kennedy has the talent, but he doesn't have the experience. So I'm already knocking him out. Now let's see between the other 4 chase drivers. Oh, geez, getting a little criticism over here. Okay, so William Byron, he made his debut 1 year ago. What did he do? He wrecked and he pretty much got a DNF. So what I'm thinking this year is like he will improve, but I don't really see him dominating the entire race. I see his teammate dominating the race. I see Matt Crafton dominating the race. So I can already say for the championship 4 right there, we already can add Christopher Bell and Matt Crafton. Now here's when things get interesting. Byron and Peters. Now Peters can show us that he can do good, but he's not the best. Then we move on to William Byron, who has ultimately been the best. I know we already seen like a big star getting eliminated nearly every time we have an elimination round. So there is a chance. There can be a chance. I can be wrong when I say this, but William Byron's going to be eliminated and Ben Kennedy is going to be eliminated. Championship favorite. Bye-bye.
Wow.
Good minds think alike, Cody. And now we go on to the King.
Okay. So the King pulled up all the news because he can't remember what the points are looking like. All he knows is that Johnny Sauter has 2 wins and is guaranteed to go to Homestead. William Byron, I mean, this kid, he has been unbelievable this season. I just can't see him going out. So he's going on. He's moving on. Matt Crafton, he's my winner for Phoenix. So he'll get that win. Go to Homestead. Now we're down to Christopher Bell, Timothy Peters, and Ben Kennedy. I had Christopher Bell getting eliminated in round 1. So that tells you how much I believe in him. I thought Timothy Peters was going to get a win at Talladega. I thought this chase format would actually suit him pretty well. So far, it hasn't seemed to. And Ben Kennedy just hasn't shown the type of consistency that
Yes, he has.
I think would win to the round of 4. So, why the heck not? Let's go with Timothy Peters.
Alrighty. All right, now we move on to the Xfinity Series race at Phoenix. That's at 7 on NBCSN. Tristan's got our entry list for us.
Okay, so we have some of the notable faces, notable everyone, pretty much. Austin Dillon could be driving the 2, still pretty much notable. De Benedetto driving the 10. Blake Cook in a championship scenario in the 11. Brandon Hightower in the 13, who brought out like 2 or 3 cautions at Texas. Like, come on, man. Cole Witt in the 14. DJ Kennington in the 15. Oh, boy. Kyle Busch in the 18. Race over. We already know who's winning.
Boo. Go Kyle Busch.
Ooh.
Brad Keselowski in the 22. Corey LaJoie in the
You won't have to
24.
worry about this shit.
Austin Terrio in the 25. Timmy Hill in the 40. Justin Marks in the 42. Brandon Godovic in the 46. Then we have another bushwhacker, Ricky Stenhouse.
Oh, wow, that's interesting. He's got the Sunny D scheme, though.
Yeah, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Then we have in the Dodge, Mike Harmon.
I don't care
DJ
about Mike Harmon,
McLeod in the 78. Alex Bowman in the 88. Morgan Shepherd in the 89. Alex Lebe in the 90. David Starr in the 93. Another bushwhacker, Eric Umrell in the 98. 99 of Jeff Green, not entered yet, but expected to be. The Obico Racing 77 and 97 teams, not known for drivers yet.
All right, so
Smart taking one of them.
all right. You guys already know who I'm picking to win. The 18 of Kyle Busch. No, I'm kidding. He's gonna finish in last place. He's gonna blow up on the first lap.
I'd
I
love
hope
to
so.
see that.
Yeah,
Me
he's
too.
gonna win.
I would
So-
pay money to see that.
So anyway, we have 8 drivers left in the chase. Who goes into the final 4? Well, Eric Jones and Daniel Suarez were the top 2 non-cup regulars at the first Phoenix race. So they're gonna be our first 2 moving on. And then you gotta keep looking. Elliott Sadler, he finished in the 8th position at the first Phoenix race. Justin Allgaier, he finished in 4th. So I got Brendan Gaughan, Bubba Wallace, Ryan Reed going out. So that means it's gonna be a 3-way battle between Elliott Sadler, Blake Cook, and Justin Allgaier for 3rd and 4th. Well, if I'm correct, I need to see who has more top 5s this season. And according to my stats, Elliott Sadler has more top 5s. But then, I just remember this. The past few years when Elliott Sadler was contending for the championship, he crashed at Phoenix. And you know what? Guess what that means? Justin Allgaier. It's going to be the 3rd guy in. I got Blake Cook in my final 4 as well. So my final 4, Suarez, Jones, Allgaier, and Cook. All right, now we go to Tristen.
Okay, sadly, we know who's racing. We know Kyle Busch is racing. But you know what? I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going to go for another driver to win. Looking at things here, for the just a little shot in the dark, just a tiny little shot in the dark, I will not be choosing the 18th Kyle Busch because I do not want to, but instead, I will be choosing the number 7 of Justin Allgaier to get his first win of the season when he's backed in the corner outside the cutoff. So that puts Allgaier as the first driver in. Second driver in will be Daniel Suarez. Third driver in, Eric Jones. And like what Marty said, Sadler has crashed out every single time he's been competing for a championship in the Xfinity Series in a one-main car with the number 1 on it.
At Phoenix. At Phoenix.
At Phoenix. Nowhere else. Just Phoenix. That will let the number 11 of Blake Cook slide up into there barely. But wait, there's more. Ryan Reed also is only 5 points back of the cutoff. Ryan Reed will battle the 11 of Blake Cook for the title, but then midway through the race, Eric Jones blows a tire. I predict the 7, the 19, the 16, and the 11 to move on.
Wow, they
Finish
upset with
final
Ryan
4.
Reed. Interesting. All right, we'll go to Cody.
Now, that's
this
interesting
time.
right there.
All right, Cody, you'll go next.
All right, so we already know 2 guys are already going to be knocked out unless they win, which that is going to be a very rare chance that they will. Brendan Gaughan and Bubba Wallace. Let's just consider them out. Let's just ignore them. They're out. Definitely out. Now, here's the guys who are definitely going in. You got Eric Jones and Daniel Suarez, which goes down to 4
They're actually not that far. They're actually not that far ahead.
Yeah, so that's why we're going to have to go by consistency throughout the entire season. And I never realized that Elliott Sadler just crashes every single time. So here's who I think might be moving on more than likely. I feel like Justin Allgaier is going to beat Blake Cook. You see, Blake Cook, he's more like an underdog for the chase. So I feel like that he might not be as good as Elliott Sadler and Justin Allgaier, which he needs to beat at least 2 different drivers in the points. I'm sure he can beat Ryan Reed. He'll bring his best car to Phoenix. He'll probably bring the Ty Dillon car, the Austin Dillon car, for all I care. And he'll probably still manage to finish in the top 10. Probably not enough. So I'm going to say Ryan Reed goes out and Blake Cook actually moves out. As much as I hate to say this, Blake Cook will be eliminated by only a point or two by Justin Allgaier. Now, Allgaier's been looking for his first win. I bet he's going to look for it at Phoenix. Sadler, I feel like, is going to move on. Now, see if your conspiracy theory is correct and he crashes out, then Blake Cook would move on. But right now, I'm going to say Blake Cook, Ryan Reed, Brendan Gaughan, Bubba Wallace. Better luck next year. And the race winner, I really don't want it to be Kyle Busch. So I'm going to pick the hero against Kyle Busch, the big hero who can slash him out, who has never slashed him out this season. My big driver, Brad Keselowski. He's finally going to slash the 18.
Bushwhacker.
No.
So what's fair?
Trump just won Texas, got 38 votes, but what stinks is Clinton just won New York and got 29 votes. But anyway, screw politics. Nathan, going to you.
Let's go.
All right, so I think we can all think Kyle Busch is going to win the race. That's what I'm picking anyway. Eric Jones will be the highest Xfinity Series finisher. We'll move on. Elliott Sadler avoids the wreck and he moves on. Justin Allgaier, I think, will do well. He'll move on. And then for the last spot,
Tristen, real quick.
I think Daniel Suarez is going to have an issue. He's going to get knocked out. Blake Cook, no matter how much I like him, I just don't think he's going to be able to pull it off. I think Ryan Reed will move on.
Whoa.
Alrighty.
That's my prediction.
Let's see what the king is going to predict.
Okay. Yeah, just like you guys, as much as I hate to say it, Kyle Busch is gonna win. All right. So looking at the top of the chase grid, I see Daniel Suarez and Eric Jones. Yeah, they're moving on. Don't even have to worry about them not moving on unless something wacky happens with Eric Jones. Like,
Blow a tire, hit the wall, die.
I still think they're gonna move on. Now, I know you guys are talking about, oh, Sadler wrecks at Phoenix every year. He's not going to move on. Let me give y'all a little history lesson here. Jimmy Johnson is going to be involved in it. 2012. Plus 8 points with a win at Texas. Goes to Phoenix, wrecks at Phoenix, mechanical failure at Homestead. Doesn't win the championship. 2013, though,
I love
wins
that
at
year.
Texas,
I love
plus 8.
2014.
Plus 8 in the points over Matt Kenseth. Guess what? Good run at Phoenix. Top 10 at Homestead. He's the champion. He didn't repeat history. Guess what? That same thing is going to happen here. Elliott Sadler will not repeat history. He will be in the Final Four. As much as I hate to say it again, Bubba Wallace and Brendan Gaughan, as much as I like these two, there's just no way. They haven't had the kind of speed to compete with these other guys.
The fact that they beat Ty Dillon is actually the most surprising part of this.
It is. Blake Cook, Justin Allgaier, and Ryan Reed. I love all three of these guys. Ryan Reed, I just don't have enough faith in him to move on to the next round. Justin Allgaier and Blake Cook, I don't know. Blake Cook has been down and out, -4, -3, then -2 by the end of the race. He's 0 points. He's tied. He's up in the Final Four. I believe that he will win.
I believe that he will win. I believe that he will win. I believe that he will win.
I'm
All right,
say
now.
Cook in the Final Four.
All right, now let's get to the featured race. The
Wait,
Cup
can I say one thing? Can I say one thing?
Eastern time on NBC. Get your diecast ready for the featured race. Tristen, give us our notable entries while I go through my diecast.
Okay. First of all, I'm just going to say this. No rain at all predicted in the forecast. 0% chance.
Thank God.
Every day. Pretty much, it's Phoenix, so it's not really surprising, but no chance at all for rain. Now, for notable entries. Same old drivers from pretty much most of the field. But then we have the number 98, who has withdrawn the past 3 races with Reed Sorensen in the 98. 55 with DJ Kennington, Alex Bowman in the 88. And the man, the myth, the legend himself, You know him. You love him. He's sponsored by a great, fantastic sponsor. It's your boy, Greg Golding. Back in the number 30 machine once
Crickets.
again. Back in number 30 again, once again. Good. Gonna be attempting for his second race. Who knows? We might be able to see more of him next season, either the Xfinity or the Cup Series full time. Oh, yeah, and just random note, the Bandito's back. From that, and random note, Ricky Stenhouse is driving the Sunny D in the Xfinity, but not in the Cup Series.
Okay.
So I want to know that logic, people.
Oh, yeah, that's weird. Alrighty. Tristan, get your diecast ready. Mike, crunch the numbers.
Oh, I'm not ready. Okay. You guys just want to go ahead and predict, and I can bring up some numbers.
All right, I'll go first. So I'm gonna switch my camera to my rear camera. So I'm gonna show you guys a picture of. Holy cow! Let me zoom these out. The top 8. And by the way, I should mention, I just got this Hamlin car a few days ago at Walmart.
Cool.
It's the 2016 one. So now we know that Jimmy and Carl are in the final 4. Phoenix. There's one guy you think about when you go to Phoenix, and that guy's name is Kevin Harvick. Now, Harvick has won I believe if I'm correct, it's the last 7 Phoenix races. But you know, there was one guy, guys, who was so close to beating him. It was Carl Edwards. And if I am correct, Denny Hamlin is pretty good at, but you know, he tends to choke from time to time, like we saw in the 2010 penultimate race at Phoenix. Now, my pick is down between 2 people, Kevin Harvick and Carl Edwards. I think Carl Edwards has a lot of hype on him from last week's race. I winning Kevin Harvick. Does he get in via points? He's out. So, yes, Kevin Harvick, he will not get the title. Oh, wait, I like this team. I meant the Bush team. All right, so now you guys, who makes it in via the point? Oh, yeah, by the way, plus Harvick's going to get taken out by Austin Dillon in that same race. Now, Denny Hamlin, he tends to choke in these penultimate races, kind of like Elliott. Anywhere. Trip Bush, he's got to win to get in. So now, 3 drivers, 2 spots remain between Kyle Busch, Matt Kenseth, and Joey Logano. Now, I gotta look at the chase grid. Okay, so Logano and Kyle Busch are tied for 3rd in the standings right now. If I look at the Phoenix results, which I'm about to load up right now on my screen, by the way, I do understand we are past 9 o'clock. Well, let's see here. 2016 Phoenix. Who finished ahead? Was it Kyle Busch or was it Joey Logano? I'm gathering the results right now. Kyle Busch beat Joey Logano. So, Kyle Busch will be in the final 4. And now, who is the last guy? You've got the Martinsville rivalry. Kenseth versus Logano. All right. Kenseth did pretty good than Logano. Logano finished 18th. I think that Matt Kenseth won against the championship. So you'll have Kyle Busch, Carl Edwards, Matt Kenseth, Jimmy Johnson in the final 4. Edwards wins at Phoenix. All right. So, Michael, have you crunched the numbers yet?
All right. Our March race winner at Phoenix was Kevin Harvick. The winner of this fall race last year was Dale Earnhardt Jr. After it was rain shorts. Luckily, we don't have to worry about that this year. The full winner from earlier this year is Kyle Busch. The November full winner was Jimmy Johnson. I forgot to say that. Most wins, Kevin Harvick with 8. Jimmy Johnson is second with 4. Most poles, Ryan Newman, Jimmy Johnson, Carl Edwards, Kyle Busch.
I got my everything.
Most wins by a manufacturer, 22 for Chevy, 14 for Ford, 2 for Toyota. Keep that in mind, 2 for Toyota. And 2 for Pontiac, who isn't even in the sport anymore.
Yeah, Pontiac.
You can pretty much win from anywhere at Phoenix. So, yeah.
Okay.
I was crunching the numbers presented by Credit One Bank.
All right, we're going to Cody, see what he's got.
Wait, I got.
Oh, guys. Okay, so I got my cars all set right over here. And I just randomly picked up some of these paint schemes.
Yeah, have die casts.
Yeah, I got like a whole bunch of die casts and a collection and a huge bin. Anyway, we already know 2 drivers are already advancing. We already got Jimmy Johnson, and we already got Carl Edwards. So these guys are already taken care of. So now we go down to who advances and who gets eliminated. Well, one guy I'm already saying is going to be eliminated. It's going to be Kurt Busch. Because he's too far back. He's in a must-win situation. And not only that, he doesn't win Phoenix. It's his teammate. So he's already out of the picture. Kevin Harvick, on the other hand, despite being in a must-win situation, never count him out. So I feel like Harvick, he's going to be in. He's going to win the race. He's going to advance. Who can't pick Harvick? To be honest with you, who can't pick Harvick? Which now goes down to 3 Joe Gibbs drivers and 1 Penske driver. Who's going to advance and who doesn't. Now, I know this is going to be a personal assumption from what happened at Kansas, but guess who I'm saying goodbye to? Denny Hamlin. Bye-bye, Hamlin. That's what you get for taking out my driver.
Same
Then
here.
we go down to Kyle Busch, Matt Kenseth, and Joey Logano. Now, statistically, I took a look at this earlier this week, that Matt Kenseth and Joey Logano better drivers at Phoenix. So that pretty much means that Matt Kenseth will advance, right? Probably not, because he has never advanced around the event until this year. Therefore, he might not have a chance to move on to the Final Four. But we do have a couple of first-timers already. So this is a really tricky decision, guys. To be honest with you, it is. But I'm just going to say on the record, Kyle Busch is probably going to mess himself up. He's going to speed on pit road or something. Kyle Busch is going out. And I feel like Joey Logano at Phoenix, he'll probably learn a couple of things from Brad Keselowski. So I'm going to say Logano's going in, Kenseth is going out. Oh, gosh darn it.
Alrighty.
I'll have to pick that up later.
Okay,
All right,
The
All right,
final
let's
four is these guys, Johnson, Edwards, Logano, Harvick, as I pick up a car that somehow landed on the floor.
I got
All
mine.
right, let's do Nathan.
Do I see mine?
What? Okay.
Nathan's first on Tristan.
What's
Right
Tristan
here?
doing?
Okay. Are you ready?
All right, let's see it, Tristan.
Okay, we're gonna be witnessing something. So Tony Stewart's gonna hit the wall midway through the race. He's gonna be slow in his final start. Austin Dillon's gonna get involved in the crash. So Austin Dillon's gonna be waiting on Kevin Harvick. Stewart's gonna see that and dump that little rich kid into the wall, taking him out, letting his driver win the race. Kevin Harvick will win the race here. Tony Stewart will help with that. For the next part, who's the 4 guys I don't think will make it with the most randomly teams that I can think of? Let's go. First one, obviously in already, Jimmy Johnson. Second one in, Carl Edwards. That car though. Third car in, Kevin Harvick.
No. Throwback.
There's a lot of cars which you could choose to get in, but this one was stolen from me. Joey Logano. Because I don't want Kyle Busch in, and I don't want Kevin Harvick in. I mean, not Kevin Harvick, Matt Kenseth. And Hamlin, I don't really care. It can go either way. I'm just going to choose Logano just because, even though I don't really care for him.
Okay. Alrighty.
This is the most absurd Final Four you'll ever see. A COT, a Gen 6, a Gen 4 body, an older Gen 4 body, and a Gen 5 body all in one picture.
Alrighty. Now, the moment we've all been waiting
Wait.
for, what's predicting?
The moment you've
Nathan
all been
hasn't
waiting
gone
for
yet.
Gen 6 car.
Barney.
Nathan hasn't gone yet.
Gen 3 all at once.
Wait.
Hold the confetti. Hold the
and Gen 4 all in
announcements.
one
Hold
picture.
your cheering. Let Nathan go first.
Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry, Nathan.
Thank you, Mike.
You're welcome.
All right. So I know Kevin Harvick he's had by far the best stats at Phoenix, but if you look at the last 6 races, the second best driver aside from him has been Joey Logano, with an average finish of 7th, and he has 4 top 10s. Harvick has 5, and they're all wins. But looking at that, I think Kevin Harvick is going to crack under the pressure for the first time ever, and Joey Logano is going to win the race, move on to the Final Four, and then I think Denny Hamlin's going to point his way in. Kenseth Busch just miss out, and then Harvick and Kurt Busch miss out.
Alrighty. So that's your final 4?
Yep, Logano, Johnson, Edwards, Hamlin.
Alrighty. Time for the
Okay,
moment
so
we've all
wait.
been waiting
Okay, so
for
one
now.
thing. 3 of the people had the same shoes.
Who's gonna win it? King of predictions. What do you got?
As we look at the diecast I have sitting on my desk here, we already know that Jimmy Johnson got his win at Martinsville. He is clinched.
And we know
He is
who's
going
happy
to
about
Homestead.
that.
I'm sorry.
We know who's happy about that guy winning Martinsville.
Yeah, just a little bit. Carl Edwards got his win at Texas that he so desperately needed. Good for him. And we got
Random
our
lag outs
final
are random.
6 who are going to be battling for the final 2 spots at Phoenix this weekend. Kurt Busch, let's start with him. Hasn't had a top 10. I don't think he's even had a top 15 finish in this round of 8 yet. Has not been consistent. Bye-bye. Denny Hamlin. Boy, oh boy, Denny Hamlin. 2nd place finish and a 9th place finish for a round. But no, he's behind. He's out. He's going to get pit road speeding penalties, as he usually does. Denny Hamlin's out.
Get a brand new record of speeding penalties.
No, not yet. Not yet.
He's going to add on to the record. So now we got Joey Logano, Kyle Busch, Matt Kenseth, and Kevin Harvick. Who do I want to start off with here? Well, you see, we got Kevin Harvick over here, dominates Phoenix. Always good there. Always just, you can't even describe how good he is at Phoenix. He's just that good. So I'm going to go, as much as I hate to say it, because I want to see someone else in the Final Four, I'm going with a safe pick here. Kevin Harvick wins at Phoenix. And we got these 3. Kyle Busch, I said before in crunching the numbers, Toyota only has 2 wins, and he needs a top 5 to be able to clinch. 2nd place finish and the most laps led to clinch. I don't think he can do it. I really don't think so. After the problems that he had at Texas, I really think that's not what they needed. Yes, they got a top 5 finish, but that race never finished, so we don't know what they were going to do. Kyle Busch is out. Then these 2. By Logano. I think Matt Kenseth is going to point his way in. Here's your Final 4.
Not
Alrighty.
gonna happen.
It's going to happen.
No, it's not gonna
Alrighty,
happen.
so that's gonna do it
Nothing's
for
gonna
this
happen.
episode.
We did
I'm
not
the king of
predict it. Greg
predictions. It's
Galding's
gonna
gonna
happen.
win. Greg Galding's gonna win.
Alright, so that's gonna do it for this episode of Motorsports 360. Thank you all so much for watching. The next episode will be, it might be next Tuesday. I don't know. I might get Watch Dogs, so we might have to move it to next Wednesday. I will let you know.
Wow, you're brilliant. Just because a new game coming out, that's sad because it's just a new game. You can actually do this if it's your first priority. Then a new
I'll
video
let
game.
you guys. Dude, I gotta try out Watch Dogs too. That's
Yeah,
a
we
lot of
should
fun.
just do the show.
No, your first
We should
priority
just
is
do the show.
this.
The show's
Your
more
second
important.
priority is that.
All right, fine. Yeah, we'll keep it next Tuesday. 8/7
Priorities, man.
Central.
Priorities.
All right.
Cody Smart for coming on and being our moderator. We
Hey.
really appreciate it, bud. So for Tristen Allen, Nathan Waskiewicz, and Michael Kelly, B-Sport02. Saying so long. We'll see you guys later. Say bye, everybody.
Bye, guys. Thanks for letting me come in here tonight. It's been a blast.
In a
It's your
Dodge,
boy.
brought to you by Mineral One Bank.
Canada.
It's your boy, Mediocre
Thanks for
Mirrors.
being so loyal, Cody.
Go Quinn.